Hey guys, and welcome to my next guide. Today I'm going to be bringing you a distraction and diversion guide, and I'm going to be doing the evil tree. Now I've already done one D&D guide, and that was for the circus. So I'm planning on doing a guide for all of the D&Ds, as the simple things that a lot of people don't understand that well or understand the best way to do. So I'm going to explain how to do the evil tree and maximize experience from it. It is a decent XP, like distraction and diversion. It seems to be pretty efficient. It's better than Ivy. If you're above 85 woodcutting and you can do the elder tree, you will get the best XP in the game for the period that you're cutting the elder tree. And there is also some rewards which I'm going to go over as well. So let's just get into this guide then. So before I go further into the guide, I'm just going to explain a bit about cutting the tree itself of stuff I've recorded. Now this is an elder tree. Now this is the best tree you can get. It's level 85 woodcutting and firemaking to do this one. Well, you don't need the firemaking. As long as you've got the woodcutting, you can do it. And I just want to explain a bit more about the trees themselves. Now, each Jagex day, which resets at 1 AM at the minute due to BST, however, I think it's UCT time, is it called? That it always sets off, so that's either 12 midnight or 1 AM UK time, depending of whether on summertime. And you can do 2 trees per day, which means you can go and do this twice and get some nice XP. Now, it's actually very efficient to go and do this. It's about, I'm not too sure on a figure, but it's about 80k to 80 to 90k an hour XP actually when you're cutting the tree, and so it's worth doing it. However, the reward after, when you, as you can see, I'm chopping willows now, and it banks all the logs for me. Once you got a full invent, it's not actually efficient to do this. However, if you're low level, you can do this. So I just like to show you a bit of the footage from this, and then I'm going to go into explaining more about the evil tree itself. So this is just an example of like the reward that you get from it. Right guys, so if you want to find the tree by yourself, the first thing you want to do is go to a spirit tree. Now you must have done obviously the Tree Gnome Village quest to access these trees, but I'm sure most people that are going to be doing evil trees have. So first you just want to left click it to talk to. Press the spacebar and option 2 is evil tree. When you click this, it says would you like me to teleport you directly there, which means there is one already in existence. Now I'm going to hop to another world because all worlds have different times for trees, etc. And basically, if there isn't an option to teleport you there, it means it's going to give you a hint and a time to when it's going to appear, etc. So let me hop and I'll show you that. Right, so I've hopped world and I'm going to talk to the spirit tree again here. So if I just press spacebar, evil tree. So it says the taint of the evil tree is not on the land, so that means there's currently not a tree and you're waiting for the next one. And it tells you an approximate time, and it says there won't be another one for over an hour. Now, when I mention the hint location, it'll give you a hint to the location when it's already about to grow. So basically, I think it's under 5 minutes before it grows, it'll give you one. And it'll give you a sort of area, and there's normally like 2 to 3 locations where it could possibly be around that location. And you'll get that evil animation when you just, when you run through it, it goes, what was that? But the best way to find trees is to not do this spirit tree thing. This is how you do it by yourself. Now, the best way to do it is to join the friends chat tree hunters. Now, I just want to say, if anyone from this chat is watching, massive thanks to them because they do a great job. And every day they keep it up and they tell you all the trees. So if you read the chat, if you can see it on the screen now, if you see it has that list of worlds there to check. So they're sending people to them worlds to talk to trees like I've just done and report the information to the chat. So it saves people doing it by themselves, and then they report trees. So what you want to do when you're hunting trees is basically, if you can help them if you want, and you can just wait until they post the information. So say you're 85 woodcutting, you want to wait for an elder tree to be reported here. So if somebody says like world 92 elder tree 100%, you want to go straight to that place and go to the exact location. So as you can see, that's like North Shiloh for that U. So you just tell it to Shiloh and run, you get out of Shiloh and go north, and you'd find that U there and chop it. So I'm going to do another tree now, and when the next elder spawns, and I'm going to commentate through that one so I can show you a bit more, so I can explain more in detail what I'm going to do after as well. Because the best XP isn't actually to go and bank all your willow logs, etc. However, I'm going to show you the best way to do it if you want to do that. So first off, before you go and find your evil tree, if you want to be chopping the logs after, to go and bank willow logs, which will be fastest XP gain that you can get after chopping your tree. Basically, you want to wear your full lumberjack if you have this. Other than that, you just want to have your inferno adze. If you haven't got an inferno adze, then a dragon hatchet is obviously the best alternative, or the best hatchet you can use. The next thing is just something you can bank fast with. However, in your invent, I recommend about 10 strong woodcutting urns. These require 61 crafting, and you have to use an earth rune on them. And then you just want to Camelot teleport, because this is the quickest access to some willows that no one are ever at, and you can use these to chop. So I'm going to find an elder tree, and then I'm going to unpause the video while I'm there. Right, so it's now time for the tree to spawn. So I'm checking, as it says I can help you to find the sapling, but my knowledge outside the, I'm guessing that's the evil tree network. And it says it's close to a large collection of willow trees, which if you look on Wikipedia, there's a list of hints, and it gives you the possible locations for these trees. So I'm going to look at that list now, and then I'm going to tell you to the locations until I find the tree. So I've just found the one that is hinting me towards there, so you can see there's the willow trees. But it's a yew tree, and if I inspect it, it says this is an evil yew tree, and it gives me the requirements to chop this one. However, I'm looking for an elder one, not a yew or a magic, so this is just how you find them. I just opened up Wikipedia, Control F on the evil tree page for the hint, found it, and it gives you the list of locations, map locations, and then you can find them. It's a very useful site to find these places. So again, I'm just going to wait until I find an elder tree, and then I'm going to continue the commentary when I find that. So guys, I've waited ages trying to get an elder. However, I've just managed to find the magic. So if you click nature here, if you get there fast enough, you'll see the sapling, and if you begin to nature, you'll get some farming XP. Now, as I mentioned, all the trees just have regular requirements. So this is 75 woodcutting to chop, and also 75 firemaking if you want to do the little wood chips things. So I'm just naturing it, and if you keep naturing it, you'll get some farming XP, and eventually it'll grow into the tree when we can begin chopping it. See, this guy is also doing the same, because he wants the woodcutting XP. The magic should still be decent woodcutting XP, and if you're not 85 woodcutting, these are probably the ones you want to chop if you're above 75. You don't want to waste time going to a yew or a lower one, because you're just going to waste your 2 uses per day. So I'm going to unpause the video when I've finished nurturing this and it's grown to full size. Right, so as you can see, it's just grown, and as I mentioned earlier, there's 4 roots that spawn around it, and you need to chop one of the roots, otherwise you will not be able to chop the tree. Now you can chop the tree if you stand in between. However, if you do stand in between, you're going to get hit by the root and like frozen constantly. So you need to get one root down, and you want to go to the one that everyone else is at, because you get lower XP for the roots, and that is why you don't want to chop the roots. So you want to get them down as fast as possible, so you want to do it when there's multiple people there, and because you want to be chopping the tree for the best XP. However, doing this, you will get wood chips, which you can light the fire with, and if you light the fire, you will get very good XP for fire making. As you see, 1.5 XP, and you can light many fires around the tree, and this fire will last for the whole tree's duration. So as you can see, that's the amount of space one fire takes up, and they all take up one space all the way around the tree, and you can do this many times. Now, so as you can see, I'm just chopping the tree now, and eventually a root will spawn here, and then I'll have to chop this one. So generally on the higher level trees, there'll be enough people at the tree that people will go to the next root ahead of time, and my phone's going off, and people will go to the next root ahead of time and chop it down ready, so as soon as this one comes up, you can run into the empty space and chop the tree. You want to be standing in a space where one root just died, because that'll take the longest to spawn. So as you can see, I'm just chopping the tree, just wait until the root spawns. It's as simple as this. Now, you want to be at a tree which has generally 2 to 10 people, and that's why it's sometimes a problem when you're at a tree with low amount of people, and also you need a certain amount of people there, otherwise the tree will never die, because it simply takes enough people to get 100% reward for it to do it. And if there's not enough people there, eventually it'll just get struck by lightning and die, get killed by the RuneScape gods or whatever, and you get your rewards from the leprechaun instead of the tree. So that root's just died, so now I've lit another fire, more fire making XP, and then you can go back to chopping. So as you can see, I'm getting 71 XP per chop. Now the elder tree I got 77.5 per chop. So you can see there's not too much difference between this tree. However, obviously the difference is more substantial when you go to the lower trees. So you just need to repeat this tactic until the tree dies, and I'm going to unpause the video when I get to the death of the tree. So there's less than 10% of the tree left now because I've just inspected it. And as you can see, there's a lot more people here now. I mean, generally it takes people a bit longer to find it. They wait until the tree can tally them. But if you want to maximise your XP from a tree, you want to be there as early as possible. And obviously, to get this efficient woodcutting XP, obviously you can't do this all the time. You just want to camp with a friends chat really, and kind of just skill in the bank, do any other skill or something while you wait for the tree of your liking to be announced. Obviously you can only do 2 per day, so that means you just want to wait for 2 elders in the friends chat and then you can leave and then you're done for the day. And that'll keep you efficient woodcutting, and you'll get like, it's like 18 to 20k per tree, depending on how early you get there. If you get there very fast, you should get a decent amount of XP. Oh, that one just died. I'm going to move that. Oh, the tree's dead. Tree's all down. Take rewards from the fallen tree, as you can see. It just dies. And I got an acorn, 6 fellstock seeds, and 8 magic logs. So as you can see, the reward's not very good. But as you can see, I get a magical log banking ability for the next 26 minutes. It'll be 30 minutes if I summon an elder. So what you want to do is, you want to tell it to Camelot. Now as you can see, I got an acorn, but it's random. You can get any from an acorn to a magic seed. So hence, obviously very good seeds, possibly. But it's all just based on luck. So if you want to be efficient with, if you want to go and bank get your free logs that you can bank, I recommend just telling Camelot, as I've just shown you. Keep me there in your invent. Don't waste time. And just run northwest and you'll find some willows, and there's lots of willows here. As you can see, there's 5 of them, and you just want to chop these. Now the reason I didn't use the ones that drain off is because there's a lot of people there. Now one of the other abilities of this is the fact that it'll keep the tree up. Basically the tree will not die as fast. So chopping this is likely to last a lot, so I'll get more logs from it before this tree falls and I have to chop another one. So obviously the lumberjack helps me with woodcutting XP. So I get slightly extra when you see when it comes up bonus XP, and now it's died. So obviously using the internal adds, I'm going to get some firemaking XP too, which adds up to quite a lot. As you can see, I already got, you get to like 8 fires around an evil tree, and that's about ranging from 1.5k to 2k each depending on the tree, etc. for the high level trees. So that's a decent amount of firemaking, because that's 16k already. And the other thing I want to mention is the fact you get more birds' nests. So as you can see, I got one already. Pineapple seed, that's probably worth keeping. I'm not sure on the price. So as you can see, he's chopping trees too, but I kind of want to avoid the ones he's chopping. Normally there's no one here, which is actually quite a shock. But there is over trees up there as well, if you want to run up there. And also you can hop. Now if you log out, this will only pause your timer. It will not affect basically your XP. Your timer, because it'll not go down while you're logged out. You can log out and log in a week. You'll still have your 30 minutes or whatever time you had left. So as you can see now, I've got a full invent and I'm continuing to chop. And if you read the chat, it says the logs are magically escorted to the bank, and I get some cool animation over my head when it happens. But you don't have to do this. This isn't efficient woodcutting XP to do this. It's just if you want to do this if you're a lower level, this is efficient. However, if you can chop ivy and do other things, this is exactly what you want to do. If you want to do them, because this only works out to about, with urns, as you can see, I've got urns as well. These will increase my XP, but it only works out to about 60k XP in an hour, and I'm 99 woodcutting. And if you include lumberjack, it's probably about 62, 63k an hour, which is decent. Don't get me wrong, and it's a lot more. It's quite AFK, but it's not as AFK as ivy. And at this level, ivy is a lot better XP. If you're a lower level, then this is certainly the thing you want to do. If you're only like 75 to 85 woodcutting, this is exactly what I'd do with your urns, etc. You want to use all this to maximise your XP. So I think this is all I have to say about the evil trees, guys. And I hope you've enjoyed the guide and found it helpful if you've never done the evil trees before. Now I know I have never done the evil trees before until today, so I've spent a lot of time researching, trying to put a lot of effort into this guide, and I hope it's been like, I hope I've got all the information out there that you need, guys. And so if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, because that does encourage me to make guides and put a lot more effort into guides. So I'll see you tomorrow for another video, guys.